Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabby. If you're new here, if you're not, hello. First of all, we have a new setup. Can we just appreciate the setup for a moment because I'm excited about that. So this video, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a backstory to why I'm doing this video. This video, I did it yesterday. I filmed it, but it was a big mess. The electricity went off, everything was making noise, and I was like, yeah, we're redoing this. I can't. So we're redoing it today. So the book that I'm going to be talking about, probably you already know because you saw the title, but is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. It's a really Sarah J. Maas filled month. Like, I'm rereading Akimov. Like, okay, so the dust jacket is in the shelf, but the book is not. The book is in my room, so yeah, I need, like, after I finished Empire Storms and I finished this one, I was like, yeah, I need something new. I need to, like, keep up the love for Sarah J. Maas. So I picked up Akimov. But we're here to talk about Tower of Dawn. This cover is, I love the gold. Yes, it looks beautiful. Anyway, so let's begin. My thoughts on the book and my rating. I actually gave it a 5. I was going into it, I was like, ugh, because it's Kale's story. I don't like Kale. I never did. For me, Kale, he was just such a character. Like, and I hated him even more when he started, to be with Selena in Crown of Midnight. I was like, hell no. But I actually feel like in this book he definitely redeemed himself from what he was. So I'm not gonna love him, but it's fine. I really liked it. I loved that we have a new set of characters. We have a new place. We have more plot, more different. Let me rephrase. Different plot lines. And it was really exciting. We found out so much, and I was like, okay, this is not gonna end well. Honestly, this is not gonna end well. But let's just talk about the characters for a moment before we jump into the story and spoil everything. Yes, if you haven't read the book, don't watch the video. Just go read it. You still have about, let's see, what's today? 2 weeks to read it, because Kingdom of Ash comes out on the 23rd. Let's just pray that Sarah is not going to ruin us. If she's anything like George R.R. Martin, we are dead. Goodbye. I still can't get over Khal Drogo's death. Ugh. Damn it. Anyway, we're not talking about Game of Thrones. I always go in these tangents. I hope you guys find it funny anyways. So the first character that I want to talk about is Yrene. Yrene, yes, I loved her character. She's so, she's sweet, she's nice, she's very caring, she is such a sweet person all around, but she has her moments where she's like, nope, I'm not gonna let you talk to me like that, I'm gonna be pissed and we're gonna fight, and I love that about her. She was just my favorite character. One of my favorite characters in the book, because I have a few more. I really liked her. I was actually kind of happy that Kale could just get out of his ass and understand, that even though he did a lot of things that are bad, he just, just got over them. And I really loved their chemistry. I think Yrene really helped Kale come out of his shell a little bit, I guess. And that's why I feel like he redeemed himself. Maybe not because of Yrene, but with the help of Yrene. And Yrene was really an interesting character. I love her backstory and I love everything. At the very beginning, I was like, yeah, I don't see where this is gonna go well with Yrene and Kale. Because Yrene had this, she had this stigma about the people that come from Doranal. I can never remember the names, but from there, you guys know what I'm talking about. So I really liked that they could just put their differences aside and they work together well, and there's stuff in them. Yeah, cool. We were cleaning. I was cleaning my shelves. That's Windex. Or not Windex. That's Windex. What is, I don't know. I wasn't claiming with that. Anyway, but yeah, I really, really liked Irene. So that's a big thumbs up for me. Then we have Sartak. I'm going through all the brothers and sisters. So Sartak, oof, he was nice. I really liked his character. I really liked it because you could really tell that. Okay, so the way the world the royalty, they're kind of royalty. The way their system works is that there's a Kagan, whatever, and he's like the king, and then we have the heirs. So you don't necessarily. They have a lot of heirs because they want to have choices, and that's just so stupid. Because the firstborn is not the one to get the throne. The Kagan, whatever you say it, they basically pick someone, they put their name in a little piece of paper, they shove it somewhere where nobody really knows, and that's the heir after the Kagan dies or retires or whatever. So there's always this constant battle between every single sibling because they just want to be the one to rule. And Sartak, I feel like he wanted to, but he was more like whatever because he is part of a community called the Rukshin, and they fly this. I'm thinking of it as a really big bird. That's what I'm thinking of. Like I'm literally thinking of it as a really big bird, and those are called the Rooks. And Sartak is well known as the prince who flies, the winged prince. I think that's what they call him. Because he has a rook named Kadara, and Kadara and Sartak are like legendary, they're iconic, they're like, yes, everybody knows us. I love Kadara. Let me tell you, that bird is so funny. I kind of picture her sort of like Abraxas in a way, because Abraxas is this big wyvern that kills and fights, but he's just very dog-like. And I just love that, honestly. I just feel like that's so cute. Great. There's a fire alarm going off somewhere. Because my videos can never have any, but like, yes, great. Cool. But anyway, so I really like Sartak. I really like his relationship with Nesrin. Because at the very beginning, Nesrin and Kao had like a thing. They were not in love. They weren't in a relationship for any means, but they were... I'm gonna say friends with benefits. And in this book, that kind of just, goodbye. I'm going this way, you go that way, and aside from the fact that Kale is in a wheelchair, he can't really go anywhere, so yeah. So Sartak and Nesrin had started this relationship, I guess, and they became really good friends. In my opinion, I feel like they were friends, but the romance was, yes. Then we have Hasar. Listen, if there's one character from this book that I don't like, or that I have mixed feelings about, is Hasar. Hasar is one of the siblings, and she is kind of like a war like she knows a lot about the war and like very military stuff, and she just wants Irene to marry Cashin, which is another one of the siblings, and I'm like, no. Hasar, to me, I did not like her most of the time. I feel like she was just too pushy. She called Irene her friend, but basically she used her as a spy sometimes. It was just, no. So for me, Hasar was a big, I don't know. Then we have Hasar's girlfriend, wife, something, Renia. We did not get to see a lot of her, which I was kind of bummed about, because there's a nice story there, because basically Renia had nothing, and Hasar just said, okay, you're a lady, we're gonna give you some lands, and you're something now, yay, so you can be with me. So I think, in that sense, I guess, that she was nice, but Hasar, and overall, I was like, nah, not really. Cashin is just, he's very possessive in a way of Irene. And Irene is like, I don't care about you. I mean, they're friends. And she cares for him as a friend, but nothing more. And I feel like that is where Cashin kind of don't really understand because he wants to marry Irene. But Irene doesn't want that. So I'm like, can you just learn? Please? We don't need an over-possessive idiot here. Thank you. We're good. Then we have Duva, which she was really quiet throughout the book, and you had this weird feeling about her. You were like, that's weird. You thought it was her personality because at the beginning, one of their siblings died. I think it was the youngest girl. She's committed suicide. But we learned something different there. There's stuff that happens way after. And then we have the Kagan. I did not like him whatsoever. We have Hafisa, which is the healer on high. Hafisa is my favorite character. Honestly, she's so like... She's very matronly. She's very, you know... She has to be kind of very strict. But when Kale comes into town, Hafiza's like, okay, Irene, you're gonna go there. And yeah, you're just gonna go there. And when Kale and Irene start like a friendship, Hafiza is like, yes. And then when they start a relationship, like a formal relationship, Hafiza's like, yes, I knew it. I knew it. So that's why. And Nesrin's family, I really liked. They were really funny. Okay. So now that we talked about the... Oh, and we have Falcon. How could I forget about him? Falcon is... Definitely, clearly, there's no way that he is in Lysandra's family. Please. Like, Sarah, you could have, you know, done something different there. Hide it a little bit, but no. No, Sarah was like, here, take it. Lysandra's family, Falcon. So, yeah. And throughout this book, I actually read Tower of Dawn and Empire Storms at the same time. So you can really see the parallels. You can really see, like, what they were being like, oh no, they must be here, and they were there, and it was like funny. So I kind of enjoy reading it, you know, side to side. So I would recommend that if you guys would like that, because it's actually kind of cool. I liked it. I like reading it that way. Okay, let's talk about plot. So at the very beginning, Kale and Irene did not match together. They did not want. They were like, nope. On Irene's side mostly, and Kale was just being a self-deprecating asshole. Be like, I don't deserve to be helped. I don't deserve love. I'm like, ugh, this bitch. See, this is why I hate Kale. I was like, in the very beginning, I was like, this is why I hate Kale. Nesrin was having a hard time. She was still kind of, you know, trying to help Kale. And, you know, kind of go out of her way. They were trying to get an army for Aelin. Let's just not remember Empire Storms for a moment. Let's just not. Because I don't think I can handle that right now. Yeah. But the Kagan wouldn't, you know, meet with Kale, wouldn't meet with them, wouldn't be like, okay, yeah, we're not giving you... They're basically straight out said, we're not giving you an army. Unless something else happens. Who knows? We'll see. But as, you know, Kale and Irene start their... I'm just gonna put the book down. Their sessions... They start to uncover some stuff about the stuff that he has that's like really powerful black magic, I'm going to call it. That's what I want to call it. Deal with it. And yeah, like, poor Irene. I feel so bad for Irene because healers have like a really big impact on their bodies while they're healing people. And I was like, no, Irene, don't die. So at one point... we find that Irene was saved by a girl who gave her money and essentially wrote her a letter, be like, you're strong, you're like, yes, you are great, go save yourself, basically. Go, here's the money, pay for tuition at the Torre Tower, whatever. Go. That's Elena, basically. That's a story on the Assassin's Blade. It's actually the Assassin and the Healer, I think it's called, so... yeah, I never read the Assassin's Blade, so I didn't know. There's a lot of stuff that they talked about, you know, in the Assassin's Blade that I haven't read, and they're, like, mentioning on the book, so I'm, like, confused, but I was like, yeah, we're not picking up the Assassin's Blade. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Then we have Nesrin, and Nesrin is, you know, out and about, and she is with Prince Sartak, and they go in these adventures, and it's like, yes, please. Hassar is out of the question. I don't feel like talking about her, or Kishin. We're not gonna talk about them. So, one of the parts that I was like, oh, you fucked up, is when Irene is giving self-defense lessons to the girls at the Torre, and she takes Kale. And Kale is still very early, and he can't really move anything, or I think he could wiggle his toes. I'm not sure. So they go over there, and basically all the girls are helping him and basically using him as practice. And Irene did not really understand how uncomfortable he will feel, and Kale definitely felt really bad, and he went about it the wrong way, about, you know, expressing his feelings, and I was like, dude, she's just trying to help you and help them learn. I get it, but calm your shit. They had a few fights. My favorite one out of all the fights was the one that she was like, get up, you're getting up, stand up, come on, up, up, up. That was my favorite one. But they did have a few fights because, you know, people fight because we don't have the same opinions and thoughts. And that one, I feel like that fight was after they learned that Nesrin left with Sartak for a couple weeks, and he did not want to continue on with the sessions. He was pissed, and Irene was like, are you kidding me? Seriously? She left. He said some really bad things to her, and she left, and they came back, and they had like another fight, and that's when she was like, get up. And I was like, please get up, just use your legs for once. And he did, and he started kind of walking. And I was actually kind of happy for him, because I couldn't imagine being on a wheelchair not being able to do anything. So, yeah. And that's one. Let's, you know, change point of views. Nesrin and Sartak. They go to the place where the Russians are. Not all of them, but some of them. And we meet Borte, which is Sartak's Russian sister. I love her so much. Like, she's funny. She is the epitome of... She's basically, in my mind, I could picture her being a little bit alien-ish. You know, with the I don't care attitude and the, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I want. That's really what I picture her as. And not in this physical way, but more of a... Her way... her way of being. Jesus, I cannot speak today. We have some nice, you know, emotional moments between Sartak and Nesrin. And they're in love. I feel like they're in love. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping. I ship it. But we learned some other shit. Like, huge ass spiders that are basically, you know, members of the... Well... something like that. So, the whole thing with the spiders are huge ass spiders. And the only thing that I kept thinking... I have a phobia of spiders. And the only thing I kept picturing them as were this huge spiders in, like... I think it was the first Harry Potter movie that they went into the forest and there were, like, these huge ass spiders. That's what the only thing that I was thinking of. I'm like, oh, no. So I just, you know, flipped the pages really fast. I was like, we're not reading that. Thank you. But we learned that, they were 3 Vault Kings, although I feel like they have mentioned that before. But, you know, more learning. Oh, but, yeah, here's the thing. This is the most important moment. Or, not moment, but, like, the most important piece of information. Yeah, so Maeve is a Valg. Yeah. I was like, fuck, this is not going well. This is not going to end well. We have Aelin on a freaking coffin. I don't know if she can breathe. I don't know what's happening here. We have Bird Boy over there being like, I'm gonna go find my wife. And Maeve is a Valk Queen. Great. Yeah, no, of course. Sarah, can you stop it, please? I just... Chill. My emotions are not going to survive your last book, so can you just chill? Thank you. I feel like the book talk for Kingdom of Ash is gonna be so long, and I'm not excited. I'm not. I'm not looking forward to that one. Because I know that I'm probably going to cry in it. Let's face it. We're probably gonna. So then, I'm going to talk about some of the happy moments. Some of my favorite moments in the book. Honorable mention moments right here. The fight between Kale and Irene, which I already mentioned. So for Irene's birthday, they go to a desert place that they have. And Hazard is being an idiot. And basically, Irene has been drinking a lot and she pushes Hazard into the pool. This moment, I could not breathe. I was like, oh my god, you're dying! But she did not die. We're good. We're good. Irene's alive. Everything is good. The first time Nesrin flies on the rook, that was kind of funny. Borte, anytime. She's funny as fuck. What else? What else? Oh, my favorite part, because this is a sarcastic moment. My favorite part is when Irene just binds her body, or her soul, her life to Kale. Yeah, so they had another fight. Thank you. Everybody was like in a war, and Kale got hit. Of course he did. Now he's basically on the brink of death. Basically, he was just dead. And Irene wanted to save him. And she was like, I'm doing anything. I'm doing whatever. I don't care. Screw it. And she starts, you know, trying to save him. And then there's a voice that's like, you can save him, but you have to, like, you know, do something. There's going to be consequences. And she's like, I don't care. We'll do it. Without asking. You don't do anything that basically says you know, there's consequences, like really big bad consequences. No. You ask. Because then you'll know, and then you're gonna be like, okay, but can we do something else besides that? But now she's like, yes, vamos, come on, Dora the Explorer. So now they're bound together, and basically if one of them dies, the one dies. And Kale cannot walk if Irene's magic is running really low. And I'm like, great. Fucking Irene. Couldn't you just ask? It wouldn't have taken you more than a minute. What the? That was really pissed off. Like, that really pissed me off. I was like, I had to put my book down, and I was like, really? Couldn't you just have asked? Ugh. Okay, so another one of my favorite moments was when Kale read the letter that Selena left Irene. He had suspected that it was Selena, but he confirmed it with the handwriting, and he was like, yes. I thought that was so sweet. And then my last favorite part. This part. Oh, Hercules. I feel like, have you guys ever watched? Well, no, maybe not. We're not gonna ignore how that happened. The last part, that was funny as fuck. So, Nesrin is staying in Antarctica. I think it's Antarctica. They're staying there anyway. And before this happened, Sartak went to talk to his dad, and he was like, I love her, and I'm, gonna marry her, and if you don't care, then I'm leaving, goodbye. But the Kagan was like, you're the heir, how about that? And he was like, okay, cool, we're good. So everybody now can do whatever they want. He is breaking the rules, and I'm like, yes, we love a rule breaker up in here. So, back to it. Nesrin has her own rook now, and the way that this came to be was there was a rook that was waiting because his flyer, the person whom he was connected, I'm thinking of Avatar, but that's not how it works. Stupid me. But, so the person that rook belonged to died, and the rook was just waiting for him, and I was like, so Nesrin was like, you're my new rook. I've never flown a rook, but you're my rook. And then at the end, Nesrin just goes, flies to her family's house, and she lands. And she goes inside, and everybody's just like, oh, you have a rook now. This is cool, okay. So her dad, her sister, and her nieces and nephews are there. So, you know, they have a nice family meeting or family moment. I'm like, oh yes, family is important. So when they go out, oh, Sartak and Kadara are there, hi. And the kids are just like, they don't care about Sartak, excuse me. They just scream Kadara at the top of their lungs and just runs to the rooks. And they're like touching the rooks, and the rooks are like, oh my god. And everybody's concerned because apparently Kadara doesn't really like humans. But Sartak was like, she's a mother hen, so don't worry. And in my mind, I'm like, Abraxas? Because that's the exact same thing Manon said about Abraxas at one point. So I'm like, you're using quotes, Sarah, huh? I know it. I see you there. I see you with them hands. So, Sartak and Nesrin just go to talk, you know, on an alley. They start talking, and he's like, well, you know, I'm the heir, and you my bae, and we're gonna get married. That's how it's gonna go. And she's like, let's just get, you know, let's just pass this war, and then we'll see what happens. And he's like, that little smile that says, yeah, no, don't worry, honey. You might want to, but you might think that we're gonna have another choice, but no, you marry me. And they kiss, and then Nesrin's sister is there, and she starts screaming, I knew it, they were together. And I'm like, way to ruin the moment. So on the other hand, we have Kale, Irene, Hassel, Renia, and somebody else. I feel like they're going to the war. Hassar is going, and the only thing Kale says was like, I fear for Hassar, and like not really fear for Hassar, but I fear how they're gonna clash, meaning Hassar and Aiden. And I'm like, this is gonna be so much fun to see. I'm like so excited about this already. I'm like, yes, can the 2 weeks be up, please? I say that, but I'm scared at the same time. I don't really want them to be over because I'm just like hyperventilating because I'm afraid of the last book. I saw the picture. That book looks like this big. Basically looks like Akuma for Queen of Shadows. And I'm like, yeah, we're not. This is not gonna end well, is it? So I'm kind of scared about that. But we're gonna go with the most positive mindset into this book. Hopefully. So that is basically Tower of Dawn. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. But there's more. There's one more page. This page, which I'm gonna look for it right now, it's called Fireheart. Oh, I forgot to mention a really important detail. Kale and Irene married. They didn't really show the wedding because Sarah is in love with doing this. So we're together, we're gonna get married, nobody was gonna know that. No, but hey, we're married! Facing anybody? Roiling anybody? Yeah. Now, Calorine, is that their ship name? Calorine? I think it's something like that. That's what I saw on Instagram anyway. But the last little moment of this book is called Fireheart. And we have freaking Aelin in a coffin, iron coffin, with iron chains and everything iron that could possibly be happening here. And I'm like, yeah, cool. And then she wakes up. They wake her up. And Maeve is like, cool, you're awake. Okay. The last little... Let's begin. Oh, but wait. That's not what kills me. You know? Not at all. What kills me is this. The series continues in 2018. Imagine if I had read this book when it came out. And I feel like this book came out about a year ago. Let's see. Where is the publication page? 2017. September 2017. Excuse me. If I would have waited a year, I would have cried. I would have sobbed. I would be sobbing still. I'll be like, have you guys ever seen the second movie in the Addams Family where Uncle Fester is just on the top of the house just screaming? Me. Right there. Okay, so you're in a metal shelf, so that's why you hear that sound. But oh my god. Listen. This is not going to end well whatsoever. I know it. Sarah doesn't like happy endings, apparently. Let's just hope for the best. I'm not doing any predictions for the book aside from I will probably cry, but yeah. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, that was so nice. And we'll see. For the next video, I'm thinking of doing a tag video. I might do the get to know me tag video. I don't know. I've been wanting to do a tag video, so maybe, I don't know. This video, okay, so this book talk was supposed to be up yesterday because I feel like I'm gonna be uploading Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think that's a nice schedule. Maybe I'll film and upload more, but for the time being, that's my schedule. And yeah, so I hope, like I said, you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!